All right, we continue our Game 1 news conference of the NCAA Knoxville Regional. We are joined by head coach Jordan Bischel, center fielder Derrick and designated hitter Landyn Vidourek. Coach will make an opening statement, and then we will go into questions.
Yeah, just good college baseball game. I have so much respect for Coach Walter and Wake Forest. He's just one of the best programs in the country over the last several years. So knew we would have our hands full. I think, two teams that take a lot of pride in making you earn all 27 outs. And I think their hitters did a great job making Nate work, and he battled through it. But our offense, I think, did some really good things in terms of just pressuring. Obviously, we had a little bit of free stuff early, but part of that's good hitting approach. And then combination of pressuring with that short game and then hitting the ball out of the park a little got us really that big inning. That was the difference, right? That 6-run inning, and proud of the guys for being ready to go.
Questions? We'll start here front row and then go to second row.
8-0 lead early on. Was there a lot of Diet Mountain Dews going on in there?
There's always a lot of Diet Mountain Dews. 8-0 either direction, 4-4. It never stops. But interesting thing at this ballpark, it's a good place to hit, and Wake Forest is really, really good offensively, and they're gonna make you earn your outs. So I knew 8-0 is where we wanted to be, but I also knew there was a heck of a lot of ball game left.
Coach, you kind of talked about the second inning. When people throw around the term Bischel ball, is that like the perfect reflection of what you're talking about for that?
I don't know what that means. What it means to me is our guys have worked their butt off to play a style of baseball that has an identity, right? Like, it takes a lot of preparation to pressure in the run game, pressure in the bunt game, still hit the ball out of the park, take your walks, and attack the strike zone. And listen, if we did all those things poorly, there'd be memes for Bischel ball with fire him next to it, right? So I think it's a reflection of these guys just working their tail off to develop a style that's hard to contend with.
Coach, Nate struggled there in the second inning, like you mentioned. Talk about the gutsy performance for him, really, as a sophomore, to come in there and settle down in a big stage like this, especially for the first time in his career.
Yeah, he's really grown up. It helped him. He pitched a lot as a freshman, was in that rotation, and he just keeps getting better. And he's his stats aren't going to jump off the page right now, but when he pitches, we usually win, and that's a good thing to do, right? And that was gutsy. He was at 59 pitches, 40-pitch inning. He could have been out of there in 2 1/3, no problem, and that's a lot different ball game. For him to get through 6 is, against that offense, pretty darn good.
How about your young freshman, the first two guys to bang it off the right center?
Yeah,
in a perfect world, you get to keep them, but you never know.
Yeah, they're not going anywhere. These guys love being Bearcats. We knew when we recruited them they're going to be good players for us. We also had a lot of older good players that beat them out for playing time early in the season. But when that door opened for both Derrick and Quentin, they've run right through that thing, which doesn't surprise me at all. They prepare so well, they listen, they're coachable, and they're athletes that are good baseball players. So, and I think it's also a reflection of their teammates. Their teammates pulling them along, making sure they feel welcome, making sure they know, hey, keep getting ready when the opportunity comes. Landyn's been hurt for a couple of weeks, and I said to Landyn the other day, I said, hey, how you doing with not playing? It's not easy this time of year to be sitting out. And his immediate response was, yeah, it sucks, Coach, but God, I love watching what Derrick's doing right now. And that's why the young guy goes out there and does well, because he's got the support of his teammates.
And then Landyn, obviously, Coach just mentioned you were out with the injury. First game back, what does it mean for you to be on this stage, being from Cincinnati, and what does it mean for the local recruits within this program about showcasing what Cincinnati baseball is all about?
I think it's really good. It's been a long time since Cincinnati, especially Bearcat baseball, has had a team that's going out on national stage and performing. I just think it's a really good thing, and all the recruits, all the guys that coaches are recruiting, like, just something that they can look at and know what to expect come the future out of Bearcats baseball.
Derrick, on that homer to right, was that, I can only imagine what that would feel like doing that in a regional. Was that like a top 2, top 3 moment of your baseball career so far?
Yeah, that's number one. I mean, hitting a home run in the regional is definitely something I've dreamed about. I mean, I dreamed about that last year. So, I mean, just going out there, having fun, taking advantage of every opportunity I'm given is just something that I love to do. So, it was definitely fun and exciting.
Coach, do you think Adam's mask adds some skill points?
I mean, why wouldn't a side armor have something like that going on, right? You probably missed that ball last week on purpose. It is 100%. Next year we'll probably have skull and crossbones on it too or something. But I'll say this though, he's gonna have to have surgery postseason. He's pitching with a broken nose. That's you know, Landyn went out there probably a little ways from 100%. He goes out there after taking one in the. I mean, it was a bad injury last week. To just take the ball and be calm and have no fear. That's another freshman, right? Pretty cool.
For you and Landyn, the plan for you to DH and not play the field, and how did it feel to stroke one there, right?
I mean, for me, it was just, I knew I'd be able to go out there, tough through it and stuff. It's just more of would I be able to give the team a better chance to win with me being out there, whether that's 80, 90, whatever. But I was just glad to get out there, help the guys get a win. We move on to tomorrow, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, just good to limit the time on his feet with the DH spot, and we'll see how he's feeling tomorrow. But he'll be fine.
Any other questions?
Kellen tomorrow, I would assume, or
Yeah, yep. Kellen O'Connor for sure tomorrow. That's you can put that one in stone outside of bus accident or something tonight.
Okay. All right.
Good.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.